Right, okay, well, we're joined by Director of Football Jordan Clark, head of the Academy A team, hosting Aldershot this afternoon. It's the third league game of the season. Good afternoon to you, Jordan. Good to see you.
Good afternoon, Dan.
We'll start off with a quick recap because we haven't sort of caught up since the opening game against Bromley. 4-2 defeat there at Bromley. We've had a couple of games since. We had the FA Youth Cup and we've had another league game since. Disappointment, obviously, in the FA Youth Cup. Went out to Three Bridges and we had a defeat last week here against Dover as well. So just a recap from yourself there, Jordan, just how you feel the season started. And
just learning the ruthless nature, really, of the league. And under the new format that we're taking under as a club, like obviously not having the Bostik team and now having this academy licence, which is great. But coupling that with, obviously, our recruitment this year has been brilliant with our extra education partners with Ashcombe and Denotta, and having the first sort of crop of players from Richard King's elite section. We've got some really bright first years young players, and they're just taking a little bit of time to acclimatise. We're having some fantastic moments. You know, the Bromley game, we probably should have won if we take out a couple of individual errors. Three Bridges, Brannan's an honest guy. I think after the first half, he would have said that if we went in 3-1 up, he would have said, yeah, that's fair. We had the better of the chances, but they had a couple of individual second years who, one in particular, I'm naming him, Cono, who was absolutely exceptional on the night, and he sort of dragged them through second half, with a couple of us being a little bit naive and not maintaining a level of performance. And then Dover last week, I think it was just a little bit of men against boys. I use that phrase, but maybe with a bit of tongue in cheek. But I think they were third years majority. We are majority first years. Obviously, we've got a heavy developmental approach here in giving our best young players the opportunity in the best teams. It's not about age; it's about how good you are. And our first years are really learning with every passing day in training. So I'm expecting, again, more growth today, more learns today. And, results will come. That's a byproduct of how and what we do. And the boys are doing excellent, so I can't really complain.
Yeah, absolutely, because we've got to keep in mind we have just had the 3 competitive games so far. We've had a couple of weeks broken up as well for various things. Obviously, the passing of the Queen, which delayed the season by a week, and had a gap in the middle last week as well. So, it's still very, very, very much early days, and we've been competitive in these games as well.
I think on the FA Youth Cup one, we are so used to, again, growth of the club. We were so used to going in 3-4 rounds earlier than what we actually went in. Yeah. Having that going in at that level, we'll probably, again, as a setup, maybe a little bit naive to the level of competition, maybe, and maybe we just, we could have done with those extra games in our sort, because we only played one game before that game competitively. Timing didn't help. And I think in a month's time, we'll be a hell of a lot better off for the competitive games we're playing now.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of development, it's such a key aspect of what we're trying to do, of course. And further to that, it's great to see that the B team competing in Step 6 have had a good start to the season. And some of the lads who were featured today and have featured have been part of that. Obviously, Seb Caballero and Matt Hay. So really pleasing to see that. It is all about that development as well, isn't it?
And that takes precedence. So the pathway is set up so that we have the best players playing in the best team for their development. So, like, for example, last week, Tuesday night, our team, B team, went and played Horsham YMCA from the league above, Step 5 opposition in the Cup. And 3 of my boys got an opportunity to play in that. Seb, Matt Hay, Hayden, all extremely talented first years. And they couldn't then play on the Wednesday, which is that's irrelevant because they've been challenged at the right level, and that gave other people an opportunity to show their worth at this level. So our pathway is unrivaled. We've got the right ideas in terms of how we do things. We've got the right challenges for the right players at the right time. And if you're looking at the B team, in terms of our flagship team, it's flourishing, absolutely flourishing. They're doing really, really well. Mark's taken note of that. If you look last night, we had 3 players in and around the friendly with the Abbey Rangers with the first team. So, that's success for us. Obviously on the pitch we want to do well. That's like anything in football. When I play on a Sunday, I want to do well. But when you are looking at developing players, you've got to make sure that results are important. But are you challenging them? Are they progressing? And at the moment, the progress for our players is second to none.
Yeah, very much so. Really positive in that regard. And as you mentioned, there's that with the friendly against Abbey Rangers last night. Again, the pathway there. We had obviously 3 of the lads feature in that game as well, which is brilliant. So looking at today, obviously we were hosting Aldershot. Our Alliance B team, who play in Division E, are also playing Aldershot down the road in Leatherhead. So what are we looking for today, and what are we expecting from the opposition this afternoon?
Well, it's a full house today, so we've got all 3 teams, academy teams, playing today. We've got the tactics team over in Crystal Palace as well.
Yes, so playing a friendly at Palace today as well.
So all the players are getting game time, which is great. And so, looking from Aldershot, they haven't played a competitive fixture yet. They've played FA Youth Cup, but they haven't played a league game yet for a couple of reasons, just organisation, structurally, with other people's games, our games, etc. So, so I don't know what to expect from them in terms of how they're going to set up. I watched them play against Bromley, their 23s, and I think there's a synergy, obviously, as a club and how they do things. So we sort of know what to expect. We've done our homework, so hopefully, the boys put on a good performance. We'll be playing the Dorking Wanderers way, so anyone coming down should see some attractive football. So hopefully, we have a positive performance. That's the main thing. And then, like I say, the results will come as a byproduct of that.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Jordan, and we'll catch up later on.
Top stuff.